Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey y'all, welcome back to SunshinehazeCo. I am Aja A. This is one of your moon videos. In true Aja A fashion, we are not on time, but I'm getting better. Full moon was last night, not even a whole 24 hours late night. I don't even know, I'm 10 hours late, but like, it was yesterday, so we're a little bit back on track. So I just wanted to kick game to you guys very, very quickly because I actually was getting ready to go to work. And I was like, oh shoot, I didn't do my full moon video. So here I am. This is the first full moon of the astrological year. So naturally it comes with a lot of, it carries a more intense energy. For those of you that don't really know what that is, full moon's a time when the moon is in the sky and the sun, the side that the sun is shining on is facing us, so we can see the actual moon. We can see a big old circle in the sky, right? So as far as energy is concerned, that has to do with the full moon. Indicates a time of clarity, illumination, and release, and closing things up, and a shift in the cycle. I like to look at the full moons as the beginning of the end, but not in like a, oh my gosh, things are ending. Look at the full moon in a way to kind of start the process of wrapping things up and moving on into new cycles and new chapters, right? This time around, you guys can see I'm wearing pink. The full moon is in Libra. It's in the sign of the scales, which is an air sign. So that being said, typically when we have like air moons and sometimes earth moons, the energy is a little bit more chill, but we are underneath an Aries lunar cycle, so there goes that. But not as heavy as when we're in the water moon cycles. Air energy is very light. It's very positive, very fun. So just depending on the way that your chart is set up, you may not be feeling as heavy as you normally would with like normal full moon lunations in like Cancer or Pisces or Scorpio or things like that. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Like I said, this full moon was yesterday. Last night, Tuesday, April 7th, I'm at 10:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you are interested, do your calculations to find out when the moon hit wherever you are at. Moon fell in 18 degrees, which I will talk about the numerology in just a moment. But to start, I did want to just give you guys a little glimpse into Libra energy. So if you know any Libras, a Libra gave me these earrings. Matter of fact, shout out to Natasha. If you know anything about Libra energy, like I said earlier, Libra is the scale. So Libra is all about balance. They are an air sign, so they're very social, they're very analytical. Libras are into perspective and weighing things out and seeing the good and bad in situations. Libras, listen, especially if y'all know any Leo, what dad? What do you want? If you know any Libra men are very charming. I don't know about Libra women. My grandmother is a Libra woman, and one of my best friends is a Libra. I don't know if I call them charming, but I love you guys. I still love y'all. What else do I got here? And just on a general level, any Libra that you tend to run into, they're typically very sweet and very good-hearted people. So those are the types of energies that are going to be lent our way during this next couple of weeks as we finish out the Aries lunar cycle. Okay. I got a couple points here that I did want to talk about. The first coming up is, as you guys know, Libra is ruled by Venus. So we are looking at a little bit of this beauty energy, and that can go so far as, in the physical or just in, regards to how you're feeling about the things that you've got going on, like a feel-good energy. And because we are at the full moon period of the lunar cycle, what we're looking at, what we'll be getting during these next couple of weeks is this clarity, this illumination into how we get ourselves into feeling that beautiful energy again. This moon is shining, shedding light on, okay, I feel like this over here, I feel like this over here, and this is really how I want to feel. This is what makes me feel good. This is what makes me feel pretty. This is what makes me feel happy. This is what makes me all the life's pleasures. Okay, here's the full moon saying, hey, look, that's how you get to that right over there, okay? Also, with Libra being the sign of the scales, we're in a time very closely connected to balance. And as you guys know, we are living in some crazy times. Like I'm out here like, oh my gosh, I have lost y'all's minds. The world is going crazy. The world is crazy right now. I am actually happy to have this full moon come in, because this energy coming in brings us this little, gives us kind of this push towards, okay, things are all out of whack. Here's some energy to figure out, get some illumination, gain some clarity, and release the things that have the scales all tipped. So like I said, for one, I am kind of happy, and I mentioned this in the coronavirus reading video that I put up, that things are going to start to die down, and we started to see that, even though I'm not into the news. But that's for one of my conspiracy theory conversations, apparently. But if you are keeping up with everything on TV and in the articles and stuff, you've started to see that some of the cases here in the States are starting to flatten. They're starting to plateau. So, like I said, things are going to start dying down around Aries season. Book a reading with me. But bringing things into balance. So hopefully, you know, if people can get with the program, we're going to start seeing attitudes and actions start to shift to where people are getting this glimpse into, okay, this is what I need. I see now what needs to be done for us to get a grip on all this shit, okay? And that's just not on a wide scale. That can go into your personal lives on a personal level as well. But using coronavirus as an example, that is the type of energy that we're dealing with, bringing all the shit that's out of whack back into balance, okay? What else do I got here? As I mentioned earlier, Libra being ruled by Venus, we're looking at relationships, and y'all know I don't like to stick on the love topics like that, but we could be talking romantic, but more so at our relationships with situations and with people that are important in our lives, or that we need in our lives right now to help us learn or to help us grow or whatever. So with this being a full moon, and as I mentioned earlier, this being a time to where things are being released, things are becoming clear, you're getting some clarity, gaining some illumination. Also going to start to see what types of relationships are not serving you. And keep in mind that I said it's not just always people. Your relationships with your job, your relationships with your money, your relationships with your family, your relationships with your hobbies, whatever, you know, etc., so on and so forth. But looking at where they need to be strengthened, or looking at where you might need to cut the cords, where you might need to release some ties to people and certain things and certain energies. And with it being a full moon, and I say this in a lot of my videos, anytime we wrap up chapters or we move away from things, we kind of look at them or feel like they are L's. Anytime you wrap something up or anytime something shifts, I believe everything is in divine timing. Everything happens as it should and when it should. So if you are wrapping up a chapter, if you're moving away from something, don't look at it like an L. Look at it like, ooh, this is big, Libra, beautiful, full moon energy, moving things out for me that I no longer need, so that I have the space to move forward in Taurus season, where we're going to be doing the work and getting down to the nitty gritty, okay? What else? I got like one more note here for you guys. I'm like, okay, what time is it? Because I got to get ready for work, so bear with me. I'm sorry if I sound like I'm rushing through all of this, but like I actually am on a time crunch today, guys. So, but I wanted to get this information out there to you guys, because why, heart chakra, I love y'all. Last note I have here in regards to Libra specifically is justice. Libra is a sign associated with justice. If you know anything about tarot, you know that the justice card is associated with Libra. So there you go. There you have it. Background, bam. Just to kind of circle back to what I was saying about, you know, this coronavirus stuff, like all this political stuff, all of these things that are happening in the world that are unjust, that we are either contributing to, or that we're stuck in these places in, or stuck in these situations, or stuck in these, you know, stuck dealing with these certain types of energies. The Libra full moon energy is coming in, shedding light, saying, hey, this is wrong, this is not right, this shouldn't be done like this. And also keep in mind, we just had Saturn move into Aquarius, which also comes with, you know, exposing and those analytical energies and figuring things out and seeing things for what they really are. So you got this double Libra intense, and you got a full moon in Libra, Saturn in Capricorn, right? And a whole bunch of other stuff going, I'm sorry, not Saturn in Capricorn, guys, I am a Aquarius. I have a Aquarius Saturn placement, which means I have hit my Saturn return, and I think subconsciously I'm just like, take it back. Take it back. And it's not that life is unbearable, but life is crazy. And I'm like, is this what Saturn and Saturn and Aquarius is like? Because y'all could take me straight to 30. I'm cool. Like, y'all are crazy. Y'all are tripping right now. But anyways, as I was saying, Libra associated with justice, and this Saturn placement and this air energy, this analytical, intellectual energy is really bringing in this urge to think and really do research and figure things out. So, you know, gonna start seeing things start to shift in a collective way. You know, hopefully that's in regards to the collective, you know, coming together and saying, okay, shit is real funny, things are not right, things need to be fixed, things need to be improved. And we're starting to see this with how the economy and everything is breaking down with the pandemic. But now we're in a space to where we're like, okay, well, everything's breaking down, but now's the time to figure out why, how it got to that point, and who's responsible for it. And with that being said, who's responsible to fix it? So, tangent, but message there for those of y'all that are hip. Just to briefly speak, I said this earlier, this is an air moon. So the energy is a little bit lighter, but I do just want to keep you guys hip that we are still underneath an Aries lunar cycle, and Aries is wild. So Libra is probably like the least wild of the air signs, but air and fire are considered the wild, crazy energies. So although the energy might be lighter, it's still gonna be a lot of crazy shit going on. Just so you guys know, embrace yourselves, be prepared. Libra is cardinal, it is opposite Aries, and the cardinal signs are all about initiating things, moving things forward, getting shit popping. Libra is the air cardinal sign, and it is the cardinal sign for the fall, which is all about change. So this cardinal energy comes with change. So we're going to start seeing a shift in the things going on around us, and also seeing a shift in our personal lives in regards to getting things into balance, getting things back into whack, okay? And just briefly on the shadow side, sorry, Libras, I gotta talk a little bit of shit about you guys. You can be very indecisive. Libras are indecisive. They can also be very paranoid. They can be a little self-indulgent when they're not operating within their light aspects. They can be controlling. They can also be vindictive. And because they are air, they can be a little impulsive. And I'm sorry to say this, guys, but when you are operating within your shadow, you can be a little fake. You can be a little fake and phony. So just be mindful of those energies as we move about in these next couple of weeks, especially with all the craziness going on. People are more prone to kind of gravitate towards the negative sides of these energies, unfortunately. So just keep that in mind in regards to the energy you're putting out and the people that you're dealing with. That's not to say give people a pass, but call it for what it is, you know. Somebody's not normally doing vindictive things or being indecisive or, you know, spending all their money on things they don't need for themselves. It's okay to be like, oh, see, that's that Libra full moon shadow energy. And, you know, if you can help, you can provide the suggestions, okay? What else I got here? A couple more notes for you guys. I'll talk a little bit about the numerology. This moon happened in 18 degrees, which one is all about manifestation, new cycles, new beginnings, chapters, independence. 8 cycles, karma, infinity, which breaks down into 9, which is all about closing up chapters, ascension, moving into new cycles, right? So we have a full moon, which is about moving away from things. Then we've got the 1 and the 8 energy, which is all about starting a new cycle, karma. Everything that's happening right now is written. And we do have free will to move about it how we will, but just keep in mind that these cycles are meant to come in for us. Remember what I said about divine timing. Everything happens as it should and when it should, okay? This happened on a 33 day, so this is further amplifying this full moon. In addition to it being the first full moon of the astrological year, we've got master number energy attached to it in a master number universal year. So it's a lot of intense energies, a lot of stuff happening for us on a subconscious level, on a spiritual, energetic level that we may not peep until we start to move into Libra season down in the fall. But just know that things are clicking, things are working, things are coming back into balance for you, coming back into alignment for you, and it's going to be over a course of time, but it is happening whether you see it in the physical or not, okay, guys? I have a note here. 33 is considered the master teacher, so that's just further confirming that what I was talking about with that air energy coming into learning and researching and really starting to see things for what they are and for how they are. If you guys were, everybody was on social media, everybody was on the internet. So I know you guys saw the day of meditation, which was supposed to be April 4th and April 5th. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I did not do it. I don't know what I was doing, but I did not participate. I should have, but I didn't. But day of meditation was an attempt to kind of raise the vibration and kind of, you know, start to help things, start to shift the energy. Master Teacher 33 energy, trying to teach people, trying to show people ways to improve, ways to grow. Okay, just as an example. And also, oh yeah, guys, also this is a super moon, so that just means that the moon is at its closest point to Earth, and it'll seem, well, it seemed really big to us, very bright, very powerful. But with that being said, on an energetic level, super moons mean the energy is even more amplified. So you got a hella amplified Libra full moon that we just had. So we're gonna be dealing with this energy for the next couple of weeks, and I'm excited for it, personally. Also, fun fact, this is considered the pink moon, and it's not because the moon is gonna be pink or was pink, but that has to do with these flowers that are like some of the earliest flowers of springtime, and this is the first spring full moon. So that's a fun fact for you guys there, for those of you who are wondering, like, why is this considered the pink moon? I know y'all been seeing the pictures of pink moons everywhere, and those are photoshopped. That's not real. The moon is not pink, y'all. But the energy is hella amplified, so just keep that in mind and just know that things are working, things are happening. And yeah, so it's definitely the end of my notes for the full moon in Libra. Just, this is a time for illumination in regards to find our balance, and also in regards to looking at where we might need to tip the scales to shake shit up underneath this Aries energy so that we can get the things started that we need to get started. Cardinal, okay? If you are into full moon intentions, this is a good time to do intentions regarding, you know, what you feel like is out of whack and releasing what's stopping you, how to achieve harmony in any unwarranted energies and any relationships, and also releasing what's keeping you from feeling that beautiful Libra, live your best life energy, okay? The people that will be the most affected by this lunation are people with their moons in Libra in 18 degrees, obviously. But also if you've got a lot of cardinal aspects, 18 degree, couple degrees either side of that. What else? Cardinal, Libra, or air placements in your chart, you can definitely expect to be touched by this moon a little bit more than others. And also wherever those aspects fall in your chart, you will definitely see or feel some shifts in regards to those energies, okay? And yeah, that's all I got for you guys here. Very quickly, y'all know I do my shameless plugs at the end of every video. As we are underneath the Aries lunar cycle, check out that Aries new moon video and the April pick a card readings and the April tarot forecast. I have all of those up, and would y'all believe I actually got those up the first couple of days of April? Like, I am so proud of myself. So go and watch them, because I was like, I'm getting these up in the first 3 days. I don't care what's going down, and I did. So maybe that's the energy I need to rock with from here on out. Aries, Ram, right? What else do I got here? I talked about it briefly in this video, Saturn moving into Aquarius. I do have a video up talking about those energies, and as the world is going crazy and everybody thinks we're gonna die, I put up a coronavirus tarot reading. We're gonna be okay. But I go more into detail in the reading. So check out all those things I just plugged. I still got everything available on my shop on Etsy, readings, charts, chakra candles, chakra jewelry. I'm gonna be putting some new products up pretty soon, actually. And I'm sure y'all will get a video when I do that. All of these, like every single being on this earth is just over itself. Like the birds, I feel like are just making noise for no reason. They ain't even talking to no other birds out there. I feel like this is one lone bird. My poor dog is going crazy. Like, why are y'all home? You know. But yes, check out all those videos. Go to my Etsy shop and all the things. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.